okay, I get it. You build just fine in Minecraft. But if that's the case, you will probably do even better in Hytale. I should know, I have lots of videos recreating iconic Hytale prefabs in Minecraft. Now, I apologize for the Minecraft Hytale comparison. I know it's a touchy subject, but I do it because Minecraft is the most popular voxel-based building game. That said, here are the 3 things that will make Hytale building superior, in my opinion. First, the expansive block palette. Hytale has an expansive block palette, especially the non-square blocks. In the building with blocks, block posts, the studio showed us this image. Yeah, of course there is the regular block with variations in texture, but then we see roof blocks, stair blocks, wall blocks, pillars, slabs, and beams. These blocks specifically have been stocked. If they exist in other material types, the combinations will be killer. Of course, I can't forget the most important, the MVP of the blocks, or more accurately, the MVB. You get it, like the most valuable. Never mind. The MVB is the vertical slab. That alone adds dimension to building like no other, especially with arches and detailing on the sides of buildings. If they were not to add any other block and just the vertical slab alone, that does a world of good. However, there is more. The decorative blocks that Hytale has and is shipping with push building to a new level. On the exterior, we have mossy vines and then evergreen ivy with a myriad of plant blocks and flowers to dot around. So you don't really have to only use leaf blocks and spam them around your build to kind of make it look beautiful. While inside, we have bookshelves, tables, chairs, candles, beds, even chandeliers. I mean, it's not the biggest addition of interior blocks, but it's big enough compared to the competition. Not forgetting all the crafting and workbenches that add ambience to the build interiors. I mean, some of these look really good. If these interior blocks have like some variance depending on the blocks used to craft, then building, especially building interiors, will be that much better. That's mainly because it will allow for better player expression. Now, so far I have been talking about building mainly from the exploration/adventure angle, but when it comes to creative building, Hytale still raises the bar. The second reason for Hytale's building superiority is the inbuilt tools, especially the paintbrush, the grid tool, and the machinima tool. These were showcased in the recent creative gameplay video that was released. You see, I'm a bit of a world edit connoisseur. I especially used it in my Hytale Minecraft videos, and as much as it worked well, it wasn't that intuitive. Even with Axiom, the learning curve would be a hassle for those that aren't already familiar with world edit. With Hytale, we get these tools built in. Intuitive, creative building tools with great functionality, kind of like that of Axiom. The paintbrushes work well. They kind of work like inventory tools, simple to understand with easy enough UI. And if you need something deeper, there's a layer to which you can go to tweak your tool settings. Just a quick one, if you'd like to support me and support the game, please use code KingPassion while purchasing anything from the Hytale shop, including the game in early access. I get a small kickback on that, and it helps me grow the channel and make more videos like this ones. Even some of the selection and measuring tools land well for even the most casual builders. The most exciting tool for me is the grid tool. I think it has some very impressive applications. I mean, to have the liberty to freehand block placement locked to a grid just oozes creativity unlocked for me. As if that wasn't cool enough, they made it possible to rotate the grid. And that had me like,
shut up and take my money.
I will definitely do a deep dive into the creative building tools in the early access release. Hopefully there's other functionality, for example, something similar to Litematica for Minecraft. If you're not familiar with Litematica, it's a mod that allows you to carry your blueprints from creative and put them into survival and kind of follow the blueprint as you place your blocks. Now, the other important tool I saw is the machinima tool. It is basically the replay mode only that it's built in and it's part of the creative tools in the vanilla game. The ability to record your building process is almost as important as the build for most builders, even those who aren't content creators. Machinima being part of the vanilla game just makes things a breeze, because every builder wants to show off their work. I'm yet to confirm if this is usable in exploration, though I suspect it is. I asked the dev, but I'm yet to get a response. Lastly, the third reason for Hytale's building superiority is the quicker update and extensive modding capability. Simon has already made it clear that updates will be quicker in early access, especially as they are actively working on improving the game. So even if we start with fewer wood types or stone variants, it should be improved in a few months. Hypixel Studios has already shown they are fast at improving things. The earliest examples of the creative tools were very similar to World Edit. Like in this clip by OTM, he's using a similar selection method to what is familiar to anyone who knows World Edit, where you use blocks to kind of make a selection of an area. However, if you fast forward a bit, you see Propsy using something closer to the current tools, especially with this thing is holding in the arm. And then while still under Riot, we also saw an earlier example of the creative building UI. But then I believe that already evolved into what we were shown in the recent creative building gameplay. The creative tools have already gone through changes and they will continue to be improved, especially if the modding community grows and picks up projects to improve the building capabilities even further. I've seen a couple of people worried about the medieval nature of the block palette because they want to have a chance for modern or maybe otherworldly looks, but I believe modding should be able to allow players to add in the desired blocks, because that's an option, and that could even be expanded further. That brings me to the end of my opinions on why Hytale's building is superior. If you disagree, remember I'm the king of Orbis and I know a thing or two. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked the video. See you in Orbis. If Quebecs are living tree people, and when old they turn into trees, does that mean chopping down trees is akin to Quebec genocide? And building with wood is just building with Quebec ancestor bodies?